What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. And tonight we're gonna talk about The Passage Season 1, Episode 6. This is the recap. So let's go over the key points in this episode. Leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now, this episode, it starts off exactly where it ended. In the last episode, we see Amy and Brad in an elevator. They meet up with Clark, and they end up going to safety because Winston, he's out there somewhere, and they want to make sure that they do not run into him and that everybody is safe. And now, in this episode, we're going to see like a backstory between Dr. Nicole and Shauna. We're going to see pretty much how their relationship was and how it began. And earlier on, it seemed like everything was going good. The two had some things in common. Apparently, both of them tried to commit suicide. But throughout this whole episode, we're going to see just the backstory and how everything built up between the two. And then we get Amy. She's starting to do what she wants to do. She tells them she knows where Winston is at. Brad told her not to do this, not to tell them she can read minds and she can, that she has powers and stuff like that. He doesn't want them to know because he knows they're going to try to use her for their own good. But Amy is not listening to Brad at all. She said she can help find Winston with no problems at all. Now, we're going to see Layla. She's on her way to the lab or whatever, and she's with some guy that she's with or whatever. They're on their way there. They run into a dead body. Now, this dude, he goes outside. He checks the body just to see if this person is okay. Once he does this, he is attacked by your boy Winston. He's out there. He's ready, man. He wants blood. So he attacks him, kills him instantly. This dude Winston is crazy, man. He's doing what he wants to do. Tim Fanning doesn't want him doing this. He wanted him to play it a little bit smarter than this. He went and did what he wanted to do, which is sad because it's messing up Fanning's ultimate plan. Now, Brad, he goes out and he sees that Layla, it was on the way there. He's very pissed off because he knows that Clark made her come out, and he's pissed off at him. He tells him, I'll kill you if she gets hurt. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why you brought her out here, but I will kill you if she gets hurt, which is very understandable. Clark is doing what he wants to do. Everybody has their own agenda, it seems like. It just seems like in this episode, like people got their own agenda and doing what they want to do. Now, of course, Amy, she's still not listening. I'm starting to notice that she's starting to do things on her own. She jolts out of nowhere and she says Winston is very close, in the cabin very near. But she doesn't listen to Brad at all. Brad is telling her to stop and listen to him first and let him know when she finds out some information first. Now we get back to Dr. Nicole. Dr. Nicole, she tells Dr. Lear that she believes that Amy is stronger than Fanning. She thinks they can use Amy to take him out somehow, some way. They just got to figure it out. But she realizes that Amy has some very special gifts that they can use to try to take out your boy, Tim Fanning. Now we get a flashback once again. We see that Shauna and Nicole, they both got this same tattoo. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe this tattoo symbolizes suicide or something like that. Both of them have it, so you know that Dr. Nicole had a rough life. That is not all good because Shauna wanted to know the real Dr. Nicole. She wanted to know her dirt, what she is trying to hide. She's not trying to let her know that she had a rough lifestyle as well. But they're going to have a long breakdown between these guys later on in this recap. Now this lady right here, she was bitten by Winston, and then Layla finds her, and all of a sudden she checks her neck. Like later on, she checks her neck. The girl is healed out of nowhere, so we know that she's transformed, and she has to be killed. She has to be killed because she's about to kill Layla. Now, you already know they come in there, they rush her, they get the light, they said they're not vampires, but you see this light is causing an effect on some of them. The light right there, then she gets shot, I believe, by Brad and Clark. They take her out, and they know Winston is somewhere near, and they're going to continue to search for him. Now, Elizabeth, remember she's able to walk and everything like that again. Now, Tim Fanning, he's in her head. He's telling her to follow his lead. Follow his lead, and she will live, and good things will happen. She doesn't want to go with the game plan. She don't trust him at all. Hopefully, things work out for her, and she doesn't get herself killed. Amy is still pissed off at Brad. She's like, dude, I want my book. My mom gave me that book. That's the only thing that I got left from her. Just give me my book back. That's all I want. She's getting very pissed off at Brad, and she's going to continue to do what she wants to do. But she knows the location of Winston, and she's going to give him that. It's in a building very near. And once again, we get back to Shauna and Dr. Nicole. Once again, talking about their backstory. That's all they did pretty much in this episode. Gave us the backstory of the two. Shauna, she's just, she's pretty much telling Dr. Nicole, like, look, you pretty much lied to me. You told me that you was going to do everything to protect me. Shauna also explained that, she didn't want to die. That's why she joined this program. She wants to live. But she's telling Dr. Nicole that something bad is going to happen. She's going to take everything she has, and then when it's all said and done, she's going to kill her. So now Dr. Nicole, she knows that Tim Fanning, Shauna, everybody is trying to kill them. So she has to go and tell this information to Dr. Lear. Now, once Dr. Lear hears this, he's blaming himself. He's like, man, I caused all this. Now they're pretty much trying to kill us. So you know what? We're going to kill them before they get us, which is very understandable. It's ain't no use to sitting there and letting them kill y'all. So Dr. Lear and Dr. Nicole are planning to take out Tim Fanning and all the other virals. That way they don't have to worry about them no more. Now, they finally find Winston. Of course, he runs straight towards Amy. Amy is very fast. She runs off into a building. Next thing we know, he comes outside or whatever. And Amy, she's just like, I thought she was going to use some more powers. She was kind of shook. I thought she was going to use some more of her powers. All she did was just run. She did have some power or whatever, physical power that she used against him, but he still was coming at her. Eventually, Winston he's ran into Brad and everybody, and then the sunlight at that, this sunlight, and then he gets his ass popped up. He dies. So they kill Winston. He's finally dead, and once he dies, all these other little virals that he bit, they die too. So whoever he bites, they transform, and if he dies, they die. It's kind of like the vampire effect. You kill the alpha, and then everybody else under him dies. So everybody that he bit in this episode, they all transformed. They all was trying to kill everybody, but once he was dead, they all dropped dead as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the same thing as the vampire type thing going on. Now, of course, Amy, she's crying. She's very sad. And your boy Brad, he apologizes to her. He says he's sorry. He's going to get her book back, and that he lost his daughter. He's going to protect her and everything like that. They pretty much make up. She apologizes how she was treating him earlier, not listening to him at all. And that was a huge mistake. She has to listen to Brad because he's going to help her. Amy is doing what she wants to do. It's a part of her process. It's just going to happen, man. She's transformed into an animal. So Brad must understand that she's going to do what she wants to do when she wants to do it. Now, the director has Amy ride with him. He said, look, Amy, ride with me. We're about to go back to the lab. And then he says Brad is going to ride with his wife, Layla. And everything was cool. Everything was cool at first. They drive off. We see Brad. Next thing we see is Brad get snuck. As you see, somebody's behind him. They sneak Brad and knock him completely out. So we know this director has his own agenda. And Brad is not on his list. He doesn't want anything to do with him. He just wants to use him and wants to use Amy. Now, Dr. Nicole and Dr. Lear, they said, you know what? It's time. Let's kill all of them. Let's kill Tim Fanning and everybody else that's associated with him. Let's get them out of here. We're tired of dealing with them because they are trying to kill us. And then they attempt to do this. They start heating them up. This sunlight is burning them. You know, it's about to kill all of them. It seems like everything is going good at first. Then we start to see something. We start to see the effect I told you guys. It's like the vampire effect, the wolf effect or whatever. I don't know if you guys seen Teen Wolf, but you got the alpha. If the alpha is going to die, that means everybody else up under him is going to die as well. So we see Amy, she's suffering. And then we see Elizabeth, she's suffering. They're about to die. If Tim Fanning dies, that means they're going to die as well. So this is a huge problem because we know we don't want Amy dying. Dr. Nicole, she definitely doesn't want Amy dying, and no one else does. So they have to rush back into the laboratory and tell Dr. Lear that he has to stop, because if he continues to do this, Elizabeth will be dead, which is his wife, and Amy will be dead. So, you know, he can't do that, which pisses him off, and they have to figure out another way to take these guys out. Tim Fanning is pissed. He's like, oh man, you gonna try to kill me? Okay, I got you. It's about to be a war now. Since you want to do that, I'm going to take it up to a whole nother level. This just pisses him off, you know, even more. And then you get to Shauna. She's once again in Dr. Nicole's head. She says, look, you know what? It's going to be a war. It's coming soon. So get ready for it. Get ready for the nightmare. You know, you say you don't like scary movies, but guess what? The nightmare is coming. It's coming. And we see Dr. Nicole. She's looking like, okay, this shit is about to get very real. Very real. Overall, excellent episode once again. We're starting to see the transformation of Amy. These storylines are starting to break through. I hope these guys are able to figure out a way to take out Tim Fanning, because he's very dangerous. And with Shauna involved, he's even more powerful. So we're going to see next week what's going to happen. Let me know how you felt about this episode 6. But I will catch y'all next week. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.